And then we have the shark.
That's cool.
Some side views.
I like your uniform quite a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Real picky. I said it's a compliment. It is. I am very picky on uniforms.
See?
And when you walked in, I was like, I like uniforms.
Oh,
And now I like uniforms. Those are super sharp.
She
we
likes the
really
sleeves.
appreciate that.
Amable, she likes our sleeves.
She like our uniform.
That's right. That's great.
Let's think a little further.
All right, welcome Long Island. Coach, if you could just give some thoughts on the match, and then we'll take questions from the media.
Yes, I mean, it was an amazing experience. I think our girls gave it all they could. I know it was David versus Goliath type of situation, but I thought they fought hard. We pushed them a bit in the last set, came up short, but I'm super proud of them and their effort.
For any of you, what was this experience like playing in front of almost 9,000 people and making the NCAA tournament for the first time in a while for your program?
For me, it was huge. I've been trying this for 3 years. Third time the charm, I guess. Yeah, and it was extremely amazing to play in front of 9,000 people. It's an unbelievable experience.
I agree. I think that, the last time I played in the tournament, it was in the bubble, and so this was a completely new environment, and I think it was a really cool experience for us to come, play in the bob, like you see this on every social media, how crazy the crowd is, and it's just a really cool thing to experience live.
What was it like for you guys silencing that crowd for a little bit there in the third set?
I would say it was pretty exciting, and you're kind of just like, oh, guys, like, okay.
Honestly, we couldn't silence it. We just started vibing with it. Yes. Yeah. That was the only way to go.
Yeah.
Coach, 19-16 lead in the third set. What had you done to get to that point? What are you thinking at that point?
I think we did a good job trying to keep them out of system as much as possible. To maybe they have weapons at every position, so we just try to neutralize that a little bit as much as we can, trying to serve tough. And our hitters did a good job attacking and forcing them out of system. So defensively, we made a couple of little adjustments to push them, and then we just try to put a little bit of pressure on them with the serve. But overall, I think they did a great job. We got a couple of blocks and some huge digs from Alasha and the rest of the defense. So that allowed us to compete at that level and push that lead a little bit.
Nebraska was also struggling against the block in that third set. They talked a bit about how you play a different style of volleyball, so they had to kind of adjust to timing.
Yeah.
But maybe what were you doing as you kind of saw that to get that team? You mentioned making some small adjustments.
Right. For us, it was a little bit, like I said, trying to push them to be out of system as much as possible, so we don't have to worry so much about the middle and be able to set up blocks. Obviously, their pins hit at such a high point. If we could set up, at least make it a little bit more difficult for them, we tried to do that. So they did a good job executing the game plan as best as we possibly can. Like I said, it's a David versus Goliath situation, and we fought hard, and we gave it all we got. We came up short, but like I said, I'm super proud of them. Everything came out, and like you said, we silenced the crowd a little bit, so that was an accomplishment on itself.
Allie, what did you see from Melendez out there? What she was able to do against the Nebraska block?
I think something we've been working on all season, but especially the past 2 weeks, is swinging high and swinging hard. Like, that's what we need to do to compete with these teams out here. And so I think that she was just swinging high and swinging hard, and I think that Selena and I were both making good connections with her, and she was just doing what she needed to do.
More questions?
10 years down the road, people ask you about playing in Nebraska. What are you going to tell them?
But it was awesome.
It was incredible.
This is like what you play for, is to come play in this big tournament and play this level of volleyball. And not very many kids get to say that they've played this level of volleyball, so that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Coach Boomer, what do you remember about this experience?
For us, we had a roller coaster season, and for them to put it together at the right time, to our conference tournament, obviously getting us and putting us in this position to be able to play in front of 8,000 fans or whatever the total was, is amazing. It's amazing for them to have that experience. I'm super excited for them. We have a good big group of the team returning next year, so that just makes it exciting for us to get back in the gym once, obviously they're going to have a little break, but to get back in the gym when we can, but at least it gives us the motivation to keep going forward. So this experience is all we aim for them to have that type of experience at the end of the season. So